I do like my car.
And instructs for that doors falling off.
Instructs bad. Okay, what's the... Don't throw it.
Divide by -4.
What's the base and exponent?
3 and 6.
Stop. Okay, so divide by -4. So I get 3 to the 2x equals 4. Now what do I write it in?
Log 4.
Log form. So we have log base what?
E.
3, backwards E, of what? 4 equals 2x. So in my calculator, I'm doing change of base. So I have log of 4 over log of 3. Oh gosh, stop. And what do we get for log of 4 over log of 3? Oh my goodness. Let's do mathematics. Okay, log 4 divided by log of 3. Did you get 1.26? Colton?
Yes.
Yes.
Hamilton.
1.26 equals 2x, and now what do I do?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2.
X equals
0.63.
Oh. I was trying to do it in my head. I was pretty close though.
Was that a 0.4 I
I was
heard?
gonna say 0.4.
Okay, that was close. Okay. So let's talk about the steps we just did, because that leads into today's lesson.
You know what's crazy?
So, zip it,
We
lock it,
finished
put it in your
this.
pocket. No, that's not it.
It was something good.
What do we do first? We got this part
Log.
The
By
base.
itself.
by itself.
By itself.
Okay, so today what we're doing is we're solving log functions. I'll have that written twice.
Nice.
Oopsie. Using exponentials. So what do you suppose I'm going to do with the log function first? Get it what?
By
By
itself.
By itself. Then, after it's by itself, we wrote this one into log form. What form do you think we're going to write the log in? Exponential form. And then we're going to solve. It's going to be very exciting.
Sounds good.
I like that you tried to use that eraser and it didn't work.
I know. So then I use my finger. Okay, this is 5.4. Solve log functions. Solve log fun.
Kobe.
Oh.
Oops. Using expos. You know how mathematical I am? Solving log fun using expos.
We're gonna have to slow down notes. I'm running out of paper.
Me too,
You
I'm
can
on
you
the
can add this on to the last one.
But
Hey,
the
look at
I
paper-
already ran out of mine. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
I read
I
it.
have it. This whole thing's
Yeah,
full.
that last page was not full.
That was homework.
Oh, okay. Well, then use the back of it. It's just conservative.
Oh, this is
Okay.
5.4.
Before we do what we just talked about doing, let me give you something that looks a little different. If I have log base 3 of 5x minus 1 equals log base 3 of x plus 7.
Oh, jeez.
Okay? This one is different because I have two logs on, I have log on each side, not just one log. So I'm not going to do the same steps that we just talked about getting the log by itself, but I'm going to look at this and use common sense. If I have log base 3 of something equals log base 3 of something, what do we know about those two somethings?
They're the same.
They're the same. They're exactly the same because I have the same base of the log. So all of this is the same. That means that these two parts have to also be the same. So when you have a log on each side, all we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, to solve for x, I just have to set these two somethings equal to each other and then solve for x and just do a simple algebra problem. So I subtract my x over. So I have 4x minus 1 equals 7. Add 1, add 1. 4x equals 8. So x is equal to 2. So this is what you do when you have logs on both sides. You just drop the logs and set the things that they're logging equal to each other to solve for x. Okay? So this one we didn't have to use exponential functions to solve. We just had to use our common sense. The next one we have to use exponential functions. So this is the real deal. We ready? So I have 2 times log base 5 of 3x equals 4. So doing our bell ringer, we came up with what step 1 was going to be here. get the log part by itself. So step 1, get log part by itself. So in this case, the log part is this part right here. Log the base and whatever it's logging. So what am I moving?
Divide by
The
2.
2. So we're going to divide by 2. So I have log base 5 of 3x equals 2. Okay, so now we're going to write it in what form?
Exponential.
We're going to write it in exponential form. Write in expo form. So to do that, my base of my exponent is going to be 5. It's going to be 5 to the what power?
3.
Nope.
2.
5 to the second power equals
3.
3x. And what is 5 to the second power? 25. So now I have 25 equals 3x. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X equals 25 over 3. Easy enough?
Oh,
That's it.
give us some homework.
So write in log, let me show you one more with a natural log, and then I will give you the homework. So get the log part by itself, write in exponential form, solve for x. Okay, now remember natural log is log base what? E. Oh, what is that? That's an H. Okay, so natural log equals log base E. So anytime we see natural log, this is what we're thinking, or we're changing it to that, so we can see what the base of the log should be. So if I give you this, 5 plus 2 natural log of x equals 4. What is the log part here that I need to get by itself?
2 ln x.
The
Close.
element.
Just ln x. This right here. So the first thing I need to move is this 5. How am I moving this positive 5? Subtracting it. So I have 2 natural log of x equals negative 1. Now what do I do?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. So I have the natural log of x equals negative 1/2, or negative 0.5. However you want to write it. I don't care. What did I say ln is equal to?
Log base E.
Log base e. So I'm just going to rewrite this so we can see what the base is, so I can write it in exponential form. What's the base of my exponent going to be?
E.
E. So it's going to be e to the what power?
Negative.
Negative 1/2. And what's it going to equal?
X.
X. So this one you'll need your calculator for. So we're going to have to get to the E button, you have to hit the second button. Second LN will give you E with the little raised to button. And I'm just going to put negative. Make sure you use the negative that's underneath the 3. And I'm going to use 0.5. And did you get 0.61? That's your answer.
Fun.
Easy enough? Okay, I just have a handful of problems for you today.
So 5.
Well, a little more than that. Both hands. Both hands. Both hands.
2 handfuls.
2 handfuls of problems. I think we'll go over this on Monday, even though I think you guys are gonna get done and have plenty of
Who
time.
wants to turn the center? Keep it. Wait.
We don't have school on Monday.
Yeah, no, it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I probably collected that. Was that yesterday's?
No one told me, dang.
No one.
I